On the next episode of Weekend Garage, I'm going to work on my 1974 AMC Javelin here. I'm going to get this thing pushed in the garage. Going to take a look at the motor and the transmission and see if I can get this thing started. So stay tuned for the next episode of Weekend Garage. Do the same. You see where I just in front of the leaf spring now.
Yeah, you got it. Lock the steering wheel?
Alright, I'll unlock this. Dad, you want to sit in there and turn the steering wheel? Just in case something happens, you just turn it into the grass. We'll just knock out the key.
If it happens, just jump out. Just jump out. Let it go. Don't worry about it.
You'll just get the camera, that's all. Okay,
Go and sit in there, man. We're gonna push the back this way. That's all. No, I'm just saying if it comes off the blocks and start rolling, turn it into the grass.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Go open.
All right, guys. Take it.
Straighten the wheel up.
Put the chalk on the front.
Straighten the wheel up. That way. Yeah, keep going. If you can turn it.
Can you turn it down? Jacob, is that straight?
A little bit more on it. More. Yeah, that'll start us.
Now push it in, right?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna try to push it in.
Back to the side of the
You don't want that thing going down the driveway.
we'll have to guide it right there. No, it's right on side of it.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I'll crank the wheel on.
In the house.
You're gonna hit the. Yeah, go ahead. I think left side here.
Nice. All right, we're good. Yeah. Yeah, stay in the wheel. shocking. Nice. Awesome. Great. Yeah, I can do that myself. That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a bunch of us, right? Well, like I said, me and Jacob, we couldn't even move it the other day when we were trying. Look at that sunny day. Okay, go up there. No. No. Yeah. Yeah, Monte Carlo's on pause right now. Well, we're gonna try to find me one locally. I found one in Michigan, but I mean shipping's gonna be like, I don't know, like $500 or something. The hood is, yeah, I think he said he'd sell me the hood for $400, but I mean shipping is probably going to be $500. You know? Pretty cool. We got it done. All right, everybody. So got the car in the garage. Next thing I'm going to be doing is I want to see why the brakes don't work. I haven't cracked open the master cylinder yet. So I'm going to crack that open, take a look in there, see what it looks like. I'm going to go through the brakes on the car. Probably need to flush the brake lines and all that. So we'll see how that turns out. Also, the transmission, the driveline has been taken out of the car, so obviously it's missing a lot of transmission fluid. I don't know what condition it is. The car's been sitting out in the desert for many, many years. So I need to look at the transmission, probably look at that. Also check the fuel system, and I'm going to see if I can get this car started. So I'm going to just do a little close-up of the engine compartment so you guys can take a look and see what I'm dealing with. Now, keep in mind that I have pressure washed this engine compartment multiple times since I've had the car because it was just so nasty. I mean, I think there were rats living in there. There was all kinds of debris and pine needles, all kinds of stuff in there, like stuff somebody was living under the hood. So you can't tell right now because I've cleaned all that out. So I just want you guys to see what I got. So it looks, this car unfortunately does not have power brakes, which may not be that big a deal. Just basically gives me, opens a door for me to go ahead and run a bigger cam so I don't have to worry about vacuum. So that's one thing that I noticed right off the bat, that it's just regular manual brakes. And it does have air conditioning. It has power steering, which is interesting. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. If we look at under the hood, it is a 360 motor. It does have a 2-barrel carburetor. I'm gonna pop open that air cleaner and show it to you guys. Take a look at this carburetor here. This was just kind of sitting there. So it's got this old, I wish I still had the factory air cleaner assembly, because I always liked that old school look. You know, maybe if I was gonna take the car to a car show or something, I'd like to have that air cleaner. So good luck finding one, right? So I'm probably gonna just have to go with another element like this. It's just an old rusted out Edelbrock air cleaner assembly. So I'm gonna zoom in right now on this carburetor and show it to you. You know, and it also has Edelbrock. No, maybe they're not. I thought they were Edelbrock, but it has basically just chrome valve covers, which bummer. I would rather have the AMC 360 factory valve covers that came with the car. That's just kind of the guy I am. I kind of like the street sleeper kind of look. So I may end up looking for a good set of 360 valve covers and putting those on the car, obviously when the motor's rebuilt and everything. But we can take a look at this 2-barrel carb here. It's actually a Motorcraft carburetor, which I think is very interesting. So, you know, we're gonna look at this and see if I can get this thing going. All right, so here's a close-up of the carburetor. Kind of sad, but this is actually the factory carburetor that came on the engine. I checked the VIN number, and sure enough, it's a factory 360 with the 2-barrel carb. So you got to remember, this is 1974. So, you know, basically the muscle car area was coming to an end. And here we go, 2-barrel carburetor. But this has headers on it. That's what's hilarious. This, you know, whoever was running this car, you know, it has headers on it. So hey, you know, probably picked up, you know, some extra horsepower from that. So I'm gonna crack this open, this master cylinder here, and you guys can be the first ones to see with me. All right, everybody, let's see what's in here. See what we got. Well, let me get my little sad flashlight. It is dry as a bone. I'll put the camera over there. All right, let's look in there. I'll let you guys look in there, see what I'm looking at. I'm gonna kind of put the camera at a funky angle. Okay, so there's an overshot basically of the master cylinder. Let me shine my flashlight in there for you to see. You can see that the master cylinder is completely empty. It's dry to the bone. So I'm gonna go through it, clean it up, and see if we can get these brakes going. Stay tuned.